and they couldn't wrap him up. And instead, he picks up what looks to be about 14 yards.
Zach Weber on the tackle for the Colonels.
Weber on the stop. Wilkes is tackling a problem on that play here. Now, three receivers to the near side. 1st and 10 from the Wilkes 43-yard line. 9:50 to go, first quarter, 7-0. Misericordia trails. Play action. They throw it out near side. Gillison, he catches it on the screen. Now breaks one tackle and tries to get forward. Is down inside the 40. I think they're going to mark him at the 38, so a 5-yard pickup.
About 5. 2nd down and 5 for the Cougars, that is. At the 37.
So another 5-yard pickup on the pass play from Misericordia. They're moving the ball well. One near side, 2 to the top. Tight end right. Sidecar is Cromwell next to Brady Williams. Brady, a junior from Sterling, Virginia. Play action, steps back in the pocket, has time, floats it over the middle, has his man Gillison, it's caught, and it's a touchdown, Misericordia. Gillison beat Amari Peterson on the inside and got to the end zone for the score. And Misericordia comes right back and scores on a 38-yard touchdown pass. So, Dinicenti on to kick the extra point. And that one's good. Or no, it's no good, excuse me, off to the left.
Just wide left.
He missed it.
With 9:01 left in quarter.
So it's 7-6.
Misericordia 6.
So 7-6 after the 38-yard touchdown pass from Brady Williams to Sam Gillison. So with 9:01 to go here, it's a 1-point lead for Wilkes. So after a nice 3-and-out to start for the Wilkes defense, Misericordia comes right back, able to go down the field and score a touchdown on a 38-yard pass. They can't tie the game as they missed the extra point. Now the Colonels will get the ball back, but maybe that's how this game is going to go, up and down the field with these two teams. So it looks like back to receive is Anthony Washington and Cadis. Cadis on the near side for Wilkes. Left to right, kicking will be Misericordia here. As that looks like it's Nicholas Niedlinger who's on to kick off here for the Cougars. A couple updates like coming at FDU tied at 14. That game going to halftime in a moment. Del Valle leads 27-10 over Alvernia. That game at halftime. Albright and Widener are scoreless. Stevenson and Kings scoreless so far. So Niedlinger's got the ball on his own 35-yard line. Misericordia kicking to Wilkes here after the 38-yard touchdown. It's a line drive kick that bounces out of bounds. So that will give Wilkes possession on their own 35-yard line.
Flag on Misericordia.
So 9:01 to go in the first quarter, 7-6 the score. The Colonels scored in just 3 plays. After starting at their own 44-yard line, a 40-yard pass was the reason. And actually, Wilkes is going to force Misericordia to kick again. So hold on. So Misericordia is going to have to kick from their 30-yard line. Wilkes doesn't accepts the penalty. And will force Misericordia to kick off again. And now it looks like that's Dinicenti back out there.
Different kicker now, Adam.
Cadis far side, Washington near side, and there's a little breeze as the ball comes off the stand. Stick around with us at halftime. We're going to be talking to the new women's basketball coach, Tara Machado. A little later on this afternoon at halftime. And I think someone's going to have to hold from Misericordia here. Damian Diaz, the sophomore defensive back, is going to hold this for the Cougars. Dinacenti looks to his left and his right, approaches the ball, puts his right foot to it, and here's a line drive squibber of a kick. It's going to bounce to one of the upmen, taken at the 31-yard line, and it's returned across the 40-yard line and down near the 43. So that's where the Colonels will take over for their second possession.
Return for the Colonels. It's up across
to the 44, there's where they would put it. With 8:56 to go here. Jose Tabora, 6 touchdowns and interceptions so far this year, 70 for 115, 785 yards. He's got 202 yards rushing and a touchdown to boot. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Tabora out of the shotgun. Gonna hand it off on the inside, gave it, I think it was Kelvin Gonzalez who burrows his way forward out to the 48-yard line.
Wiley on the carry.
Actually, that was Wiley again. A 4-yard pickup. They're using him a lot here early.
Second down and 6 for the Colonels.
The coach mentioned that just Wiley gives them a little more athleticism back there as well. Another dimension they can add. 2nd and 6 coming now. 2 receivers to the top. Nelson the deep man. Yannick in the slot. It's Stieber. Isolation near side. Sidecar left to Tabora is Wiley. They bring a man in motion. It's Yannick. Misericordia line back and course switching. Now they're going to hand it off to Wiley off the right side. He explodes up the middle, has a first down into Misericordia territory and down near the 32.
Wiley bursting through for a first down.
That's about a 20-yard pickup to the 32-yard line. And a first down for Wilkes. So Wiley already 4 carries for 40 yards. 7:53 to go. Here in the first, 7-6 the score. Wilkes leads. 1 to the near side, 1 to the top. I formation, Tabora under center. Tight end, they're going to move in motion. That's Dean. They move him to the right side. Pitch to that right side to Wiley. Makes one man miss in the backfield, and I think he got tripped up by that guy. It was Zach Roselle that got into the backfield. Wiley got by him, but he was just able to clip him to keep it to a 1-yard gain.
Gain maybe 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Colonels at the 31-yard line.
Makes it 2nd and 9. 7:16 to go, first quarter, 7-6. Wilkes in front. 4th play of this drive. Let's start it on their own 44-yard line. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Jose Tabora, a former MAC Offensive Player of the Week, in the shotgun. Tight end left side. Wiley sidecar to his right. Tabora looks to his left. Now back he goes. Time, steps into the pocket, running out of time. Tabora's got to escape, and he's hit from behind and brought down. Joseph Grasso, the senior linebacker, on the stop. And he lost a yard on the play. So Misericordia with a sack and brings it back to the 32-yard line. So good job by Grasso to get into the backfield there. Good penetration. The first 3rd down of the game for the Colonels. Again, Wilkes pretty good at that. 50% on the season. That's 2nd in the conference behind Kings. 3 receivers near side, 1 at the top. Shotgun for Jose Tabora. Wiley again to his right. Tabora gets it, goes back, looks downfield, has time, over the middle, looking for his man. It's caught by Nelson in between 2 defenders and down at the 1-yard line.
The forward pass caught by Garrett Nelson.
A big hookup for 31 yards. And Misericordia gets the 3rd down, gets the first down, and now they got a 1st and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. Big pass plays, the difference for Misericordia so far. 5:45 to go first quarter. Jumbo set. Wiley dots the I. Tabora under center. Handoff. Wiley running off the right. Comes back to his left. And no signal yet. No signal yet. The officials waiting. The officials discussing. And no signal yet. The officials still discussing. They haven't made a signal yet. And I think it's 2nd down. Well, they didn't get anywhere. No gain. They took a long time to talk about that. So the Misericordia interior lineman there hold up Jacob Nagel, the junior, anchoring that defensive line alongside Michael Conway from 44, Jason Anderson from Dallas. Lots of Northeastern Pennsylvania kids along that defensive line. I again. Tabora goes under center. From the 1, dives forward, and still waiting for a signal from the officials.
Jose Tabora.
The Colonels seem to think they're in, but the officials still haven't made a signal yet. And it's third down. They say Tabora didn't get there. Here we go, another third down here for the Colonels. 4:19 to go. I don't think the ball could be much closer to the goal line. The Cougars trying to get a big stop defensively. Under center goes Tabora, behind his offensive line, pushed from behind, and he's in. The head linesman to the left side says it's a touchdown, and then a flag comes out. I think this might go against Jose Tabora, celebrating after the touchdown. So the side judge says they were in from 1 yard out, and I think this is going to come after the play. Tabora with a 1 yard touchdown run.
Enter the touchdown.
He's going to take off.
After the play.
And here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 5 on the offense.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Wilkes.
Good.
So the touchdown is in. Tabora from 1 yard out. And that'll bring Despirito on to kick the extra point after a strange set of plays there towards the end of that drive. This one's up and it's good. So Despirito puts that one through. It's 14-6. Wilkes in front of Misericordia. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So welcome back to Schmidt Stadium here at the Ralston Athletic Complex. 14-6 is the score. The Wilkes Colonels lead Misericordia. 4-1 to go first quarter here. Lots of offense from these two teams. You're in MAC conference play, the second weekend for both of these teams in the MAC this season. Wilkes had a non-conference matchup with the MAC team. Lebanon Valley, the only team that's idled this week. Earlier this year, it counted as non-conference, and that was an overtime victory for Wilkes. They're coming off a 21-10 defeat at the number 22 team in the country. I think number 21 now, Delaware Valley, from last week. So the penalty, 15 yards, moves Wilkes back to the 20-yard line. That's where Despirito will have to cut off, kicks off. Good field position coming from Misericordia. They catch this at the 21-yard line and moving up across and down near the 38. That's actually great kickoff coverage there from the Colonels. Nick Yeager couldn't find many lanes to work with. And it will be 1st and 10 for Misericordia from the 30, now they're even the 40-yard line.
And it's spotted right at the 40-yard line.
So Misericordia, their third possession starts at their own 40 with 3:54 to go here in the first. One player to the top, or two receivers to the top, one to the near side. They've got wing right as well for Brady Williams, 1st and 10 from his own 40-yard line.
Because it thought you were still...
Williams, RPO, going to hand it off, running off that right side and getting the edge, beating one tackler, but not the second. On that play was Jamal Dallas on his first carry. maybe 2 yards on the pickup.
Moyer on the tackle.
But Moyer,
2, second and 8.
not many people can run away from him, credited with the stop. 2nd and 8 from their own 42-yard line for Misericordia. Coach Ross, again, his 7th season, the first ever coach at Misericordia. Spent 10 seasons prior as the defensive coordinator, linebackers coach at Ithaca. 2 to the top, 2 to the near side for Brady Williams, 2nd and 8. Play action. Williams steps into the pocket, has a man wide open down the middle. Wilkes blew their coverage, and it's going to be a touchdown for Misericordia. Streaking was Isaiah Williams wide open, and the Cougars respond. A 58-yard touchdown pass. And we might have a wild one on our hands tonight, as that one goes in for Isaiah Williams. 2 plays and a touchdown on that one. A 58-yard touchdown pass. It just looked like someone missed a coverage in the middle of the field there for Wilkes, as Denocenti puts that one.
Is up and good. 3:04 on the clock, included in the walk. 14, Cougars 13.
So Brady Williams hits Isaiah Williams for 58 yards. 2nd touchdown pass of the game for Brady Williams. And yeah, this could get interesting pretty fast. 14-13 is the score. It's Wilkes on top of Misericordia. McCarthy Tire Service has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tire service and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We're one of the top independent retail dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, or Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tires. Visit them on the web at mccarthytire.com. So back and forth we go. Wilkes now getting the football, leading 14-13 in a shootout against Misericordia here early. Denocenti with the ball on the 35-yard line, kind of pops this one into the air. It's taken by Cadis at his own 23-yard line, explodes up the middle, across the 35, and he's down near the 40. And that's where they'll mark him down, right at the 40-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 Colonels.
So believe it or not, that's Wilkes' worst starting position of the day here on the 3rd possession. 2:56 to go. So Misericordia pretty much had the ball for 58 seconds, if that, on that last possession. That's all they needed. 2 plays, 60 yards to the end zone. So Wilkes takes over. Tabora empty gun. 3 receivers to the top, 2 to the near side, trying to spread Misericordia out. They're showing some pressure up the middle with their linebackers. Looks like that Pearson, John Pearson, the middle linebacker, showing some pressure. They bring it. They set up a pass right over the middle to Derek Nelson. He's been ever so reliable for this team across the 50 for an 11-yard pickup. So they connect with Nelson there. He has a 40-yard pass so far today as well. 2:33 to go. 1st and 10. Over Misericordia 49. 3 to the top, 2 to the near side. Another empty gun for Tabora. He gets the snap, back he goes, steps into the pocket, has some time, goes over the middle, and it's complete. This is Gonzalez Negron beating a couple tackles, and it looks like he has the first down right at the 39-yard line.
Tabora's pass completed to Gonzalez Negron.
And, yep, that's a first down.
Good enough for another Colonel first down.
Already the 7th first down of the game for Misericordia. Two to the top, 1 to the near side. Tight end right, shotgun for Tabora. Handoff to Ragna, running off that right side, cuts back up the middle, into the back of his blockers, and down around the 35. That's a pickup of around 4 on the play.
2nd down and 6.
That's Taragna's first carry of the game. 1:35 to go first quarter. 14-13 the score.
At least you haven't said the 56.
So Wilkes breaks the huddle. 2nd and 6. 2 to the top. Tight end, double tight. One side each. Shotgun again for Tabora. Taragna to his right, sidecar. Back goes Tabora. Looks to his right, steps up in the pocket. Doesn't have time. Now goes to the right side, and I think he's got his receiver. Stieber, speaking of reliable, comes down with that one. 10 yards downfield at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line. And yet another Colonel first down.
Stieber's second catch of the game. That one for 10 yards.
This was the NFL. Yeah. Not on this field.
So now 1st and 10 from the Misericordia 25 with 45 seconds left. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun once again. Tight end left for Tabora. Taragna, sidecar, left side. Tabora pitching. Taragna running off the left side and behind his blockers, and he might have gotten 3, maybe to the 22-yard line.
Brought down the carry, tackled by Keppel.
3-yard pickup on the play. And that'll probably be the last play of the first quarter here. Wilkes going to shuffle some people in and out. Entertaining start to this one between the Colonels and the Cougars. 14-13 after 1. It's Wilkes on top of Misericordia. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tire, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com. Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So welcome back to Schmidt Stadium at the Ralston Athletic Complex, where it's Wilkes 14-13 over Misericordia. A couple scores from around the MAC. 14-0 Widener over Albright. That game, 3:51 to go first quarter. Stevenson leads Kings 7-0, 2:16 to go first quarter. Del Val 27-10 over Alvernia. That game just starting the third quarter. 14-14 Lycoming and FDU. That game starting the second half as well. Tabora just going to try to run with it after pump faking, but is brought down back near the original line of scrimmage. Couldn't get away there from Michael Conway, the junior from 44. So a loss of about 3 as Tabora is brought down. And that brings up 3rd and long. 3rd and 9 here for the Colonels. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun for Tabora. Taragna to his left. Jose gets the snap, back he goes. 4-man rush from the Cougars. Comes near side to Stieber, inside the 20, down near the 19-yard line. That's going to be well shy of the first down marker, however.
Just inside the 20-yard line.
It's about a 5-yard pickup. So the Cougar defense holds there for Misericordia. Now it's Despirito on to kick the the field goal from the 27-yard line, about 37 yards here. Here's the snap, the near side right hash puts this one up and wide left. Couldn't sneak it inside the goalpost there. So missed opportunity there for the Colonels. And now, Misericordia takes over on their own 20-yard line. With 13:38 to go here in the first half. So a big missed opportunity there for Wilkes. Let's see if Misericordia can make him pay for it. Handoff, Dallas running off the right side, 1st and 10 from the 20, and he stood up on that right side and thrown backwards, not after gaining 5, but right after gaining 5 yards.
Dallas on the carry.
So Dallas on the 5-yard pickup there for the Cougars. Misericordia going to be home against Castleton State next week. Wilkes on the road at Alvernia, who of course they have a new program this year. Won their first game against Gallaudet way back in week 1. Shotgun, 2nd and 5, quick pass to the right side, it's complete, and I think a ball came out. Did Wilkes force a fumble? It was complete for 6 yards, and Wilkes has the football. It was complete to Gillison, who picked up 6 yards and then fumbled.
It was forced by 30. It was 30.
First turnover of the game. And now Wilkes takes over, fresh life, on their own 32-yard line. Or excuse me, Misericordia's 32-yard line. Best field position of the day now for the Colonels. Can they make up for the missed field goal? 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun for Tabora. Wiley, sidecar to his right. Brings a man in motion, it's Yannick. He's slot near side now. Handoff, Wiley trying to bounce to the outside, and he's swallowed up by the Misericordia defense, and the ball came free, and the Cougars got it back. Wow, what a turn of events. So Wiley picked up about a yard, fumbled it.
It was a fumble on the play. The Cougars came up with an injury timeout here on the field.
And now there's an injured Cougar out there. As I think that was Kenny Grady, who was the one that eventually came down with it and started to run before he got brought down, and he's going to get looked at by the training staff here. So both teams trading turnovers
Cougars will have the ball
and fumbles on their last possessions. And now that gives Misericordia the ball. 12:35 to go here in the first half on their own 37-yard line. Shotgun for Brady Williams. 2 to the near side, 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. He's going to hand it off to Cromwell. Cromwell trying to stretch the defense, gets the edge across the 40. Cromwell down the sideline. Flag comes out. Cromwell has one man to beat, cuts inside. He's going to score. This might be coming back.
Cromwell on the touchdown run.
Cromwell scores, but there is a flag all the way back at the Misericordia 45-yard line. And Brady Williams doesn't look too happy.
Either a hold or a block in the back.
This is coming back. Holding called against the Cougars. Isaiah Solomon called for the foul. So they're going from the spot of the foul, which happened upfield at the 45-yard line. So it's going to come back to the 35. Second penalty against Misericordia backs them up to their own 35. It's now 1st and 12. So that negates what was a long touchdown run for David Cromwell, who looks out of breath now. 1 receiver to the top, 2 to the near side, 12-21 to go here in the first half. They bring a man in motion. That's Isaiah Williams. He's slot right.
Where did we spot the ball?
So here's the snap. Handoff to Cromwell. He's going to run off the right side this time. Has to cut back up the field, and he's swallowed up by the Wilkes defense. Vinny Warner, great pursuit from his defensive tackle spot. The junior swallows him up.
Vinny Warner leaving the charge here for the Colonels defensively.
1 yard on the play, it looks like.
Second down in 111.
Where's the tackle?
That's going to be frustrating for Misericordia to have a touchdown run negated because of a holding penalty and only get a yard on the next play. Play action, Williams, 2nd and 9. Now throws it out to the right side to Cromwell. Cromwell beating a couple tacklers before he's chased down from behind by Bud Moyer, but not before he picks up 8 yards.
Third down and 1.
So an 8-yard pickup there. 3rd and 1. 2 to the near side. Looks like for Misericordia, who doesn't huddle, they stand and look for the call here. 3rd down opportunity. Their third down they've faced in this game. Bring a man in motion, tight end. Williams, keeper, running off the left edge, trying to get that edge. He's hit. He might have a first down. A flag came in.
They have it up for the first down, but there are flags on the field.
So we'll see. A flag came in downfield. He should have the first down, but this might be coming back. It happened in the area of holding, and that's the call. 3rd penalty against the Cougars, and it will prove costly. It happened pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. And instead of 3rd and 1, it's now 3rd and 11. Ball back at their own 36-yard line. So the Cougars will have 2 to the top and 3 to the near side. It's an empty gun for Brady Williams. 10:56 to go, second quarter. Williams awaits the snap. Only 3 down linemen from the Colonels. That's all they rush. Williams steps into the pocket. He's under duress. Able to get away. Williams rolls to his left. Throws it over the middle. And it's complete. I think it's caught. And I think that's a first down. Clayton Kelly makes the catch on the broken play. A 9-yard pass play to the 45-yard line. It looked like it was Dane Tarantelli that had him wrapped up, and Williams was able to break free, escape to his left, and throw it across the middle to a streaking Kelly, who got hit as he came down with it, hung on to the football. 1st and 10 from the Wilkes 45-yard line. Williams, quick pass to the outside is complete.
Gillison on the reception for Williams.
Gillison out of bounds.
This close to the 40-yard line.
About 4 yards there. Makes it 2nd and 6 here. So now, they're going to hand inside give to Cromwell, running off the right side. He tries to cut back up the field, and he's going to make it 3rd and 1 after they pick up of about 5.
Chang is good on the stop for the Colonels.
9:20 to go. 14-13. Wilkes in front of Misericordia. The Cougars, remember, they won by 30 plus at home. I think it was 41-13 at home last year. 3rd and 1 from the 36-yard line. They bring a man in motion, the tight end, wing left, shotgun for Brady Williams. Inside give, and I think that's Vleck just pounds his way forward across the 35. Should have a first down at the 33-yard line to pick up a 3. That's his first carry. And was there a timeout on the field?
Injury timeout.
Injury timeout as there's an injured Cougar on the ground. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and on GoWilkesU.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sirokach for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
So welcome back. It's Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com. I'm Tom Ferguson. The injured party was Bobby Burke, the sophomore right tackle, and he's being helped off now by the Misericordia training staff. Seems to be no worse for the wear. It's 14-13 Colonels in front of the Cougars, but Misericordia moving the football. They've got a 1st and 10 at the Wilkes 33-yard line. They've got 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun for Williams with Cromwell, sidecar left. Tight end to the right side. Brady Williams, inside give. Cromwell running off to the right side as he got outside the tackle box, still on his feet somehow inside the 30.
Cromwell with a hard nose.
He's a hard runner.
36.
Give him about 5.
I think they're going to put him at the
Almost 7.
26-yard line. The 7 yards on the pickup there. So now it's 2nd and about 3. 3 to the near side. Tight end again to the right. Shotgun for Brady Williams. Cromwell sidecar left. 8 minutes to play second quarter. His team down by 1. Williams inside give. No, he's going to keep it on the RPO off the left side. First down, spins, and is tackled eventually there by Wilkes, but not before picking up another first down.
Williams keeps will be good enough for a first down.
From the 26 to the 18, a pickup of 8.
Murphy on the tackle. Ball slotted on the 18-yard line.
So Misericordia doing what Coach Strock talked about in the opening, hanging onto the football and moving methodically down the field. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. 1st and 10 in the red zone from the 18-yard line for Brady Williams. Hand off, Cromwell running off the left side, hit by Bud Moyer, but out before he gets inside the 15, down near the 14-yard line.
At the Wilkes 14.
So snags about 4 on the play. And it keeps moving here. 2nd and 6 now from the 14-yard line. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Wing left.
54 is out.
Cromwell, sidecar left to Brady Williams. Misericordia getting the call from the sideline. 6:55 to go here, second quarter. And now Cromwell switches to Williams right. Brady gets the snap, hand off. No, he's going to keep it. Runs off the right side, cuts back up the middle of the field, and the Cougars have the lead.
Williams keeps with a 14-yard touchdown run for the Cougars.
So a 14-yard run for Brady Williams. And Misericordia snags the lead here. So Brady Williams with 2 touchdown passes and now a rushing touchdown. It's 19-14. Matt Vincenti on to kick the extra point. And that one's through. So it's 20-14. The Cougars, they fumbled the ball away and then gave it right back, and then got it right back from Wilkes, who fumbled it on the next play. And Misericordia goes down the field and scores in short order. 5 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock there. And they started at their own 37-yard line. So a 63-yard drive on 10 plays. Ending in a 14-yard touchdown run. So back to receive. Cadis and Washington. Denicenti's got the ball on a 35-yard line for Misericordia. Right to left for the Cougars. They lead 20-14, 6:37 to go here. Second weekend of MAC football action for both of these schools. Denicenti approaches the ball, end over end kick deep into the end zone, and Washington loses it. trying to keep it from going out of bounds, and he's going to take it out of the end zone. Not a smart play, and it's down at the 1-yard line. And I think Washington got hurt trying to keep that from going out of the end zone. He gets tackled at the 1. And now Washington is hurt, and the training staff has to run out to take a look at him. So 6:37 to go here in the second quarter, and Wilkes is going to start from their own 1-yard line. But now it's Washington where the attention turns to in hopes that he's all right. The training staff out to look at him. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Wilkes football. They trail 20-14 to Misericordia. 6:37 to go second quarter. Actually, we'll stay here because it looks like Washington is up. And walking off gingerly. So Misericordia, a deep kick. Washington fumbled it at the 1-yard line. And the officials,
the ruling on the field is a touchback.
The officials just ruled it as a touchback. I don't know why. And I think that's what Coach Ross from Misericordia wants to know. Huge break for Coach Jock and company. With the ball at the 25-yard line. I mean, if it goes in the end zone, it's usually a touchback, but did Washington catch it before the end zone and then lose it? I think that's what the officials at least tried to figure out there, but Wilkes gets a big break and gets the ball out at their own 25-yard line. Wow, so the Colonels avoid what could have been disaster, and now with 6:37 to go, instead of 99 yards, they've got 75. So let's see if they can make that up here. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Play action. Tabora steps into the pocket, throws it deep down the left side, and it is incomplete. Intended for Stever and broken up there by Damian Diaz. Diaz had an interception return for touchdown against Widener. Was part of Misericordia jumping out to that big lead. Was 28-14 at one point. Then they gave up 21 straight points before coming back to win that game against the Pride last week. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Got 3 to the top. Nelson out there as well. Nelson and Yannick in the slot. Near side, it looks like it's Ermias. 4 receivers set. Tabora out of the shotgun. Play action quickly over the middle. It's almost intercepted. It's knocked down. Michael Beck stepped right in front of the quick hitter. And if he caught that, he was gone. But now it's 3rd and 10. Colonels are reeling here. They need a first down. Juan Salas Negron comes into the game. Yannick and Ermias step off. Salas Negron and Stever the near side. To the top of the formation, Seymour and Derek Nelson in the slot. 4 receivers set, 2 to either side. Looks like it's Wiley's sidecar left to Jose Tabora from his own 25. Pressure coming from Misericordia up the middle. Throws it near side, caught by Stever. Around the 38, he's got a first down. Out near the 40 with 6:19 to go here second quarter. That is a pickup of 15 yards.
Spot that ball at the 40-yard line. That is a chain mover for the Colonels.
So the 15-yard pickup. Stever, 4 catches, 70 yards in this game. Out to the 40 now. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun again for Tabora. 4 down linemen from Misericordia. They bring the cornerbacks in tight. Inside give, no, Tabora keeps it. Now looking to throw it. He does. He flips it over a defender to Nelson. Out near the 48-yard line.
Nelson in the middle of the field. That'll give the Colonels about 8 yards. Second down and 2.
Pickup of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 from their own 48-yard line. Misericordia leads Wilkes 20-14. Colonels moving the ball left to right as we see it. 5:25 to go here first half. Don't forget, Coach Tara Machaco from the Wilkes women's basketball team going to join us at halftime. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Wing right. Tabora with Wiley to his right out of the shotgun. Back he goes, rolls to his right. Tabora looking downfield to the sideline, throws it high. Stieber trying to keep himself in bounds. Nope, they're going to say he's out.
Just out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and short. Third and 2 now. Stieber has some solid hands, but that one, the pass kind of sailed out of bounds, brought him out. 5:06 to go here. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. It will be Wilkes to get the ball to start the second half. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. So they'd love to put this one in the end zone if they could. 3 receivers set. Tabora, 3rd and 2 out of the shotgun. 4 down linemen for Misericordia. And I think the clock was winding down. And Wilkes is called for a delay of game before they could get the timeout in. Massive penalty against the Colonels. Turns a 3rd and 2 into a 3rd and 7 from the 43-yard line. So now Wilkes with 5:06 to go here. Second quarter, facing a big 3rd down again, 3rd and 7. From their own 43, they need midfield. Wilkes in the baby blue uniforms today. It's family day here at Wilkes University. Good crowd on hand. Stands filled on both sides. Shotgun again. Tabora rolling to his right on 3rd and 7. Looks downfield, floats it high. Yannick comes down with it right on the sideline. Is he in bounds? No, the officials say he's out. And that brings up 4th down for Wilkes, and they will be forced to punt. So they converted 1/3 and long. They couldn't get the second after a 5-yard penalty. And now it's Despirito on to kick. Back to receive is Josh Dieter. He stands at his own 21-yard line. So now Misericordia is going to get the ball with under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and all 3 of the timeouts remaining. Despirito high, spiraling punt, bounces up to Dieter right at the 20-yard line, makes the first man miss before he's tripped up and knocked down around the 23. So 4:49 to go, and there's a flag on the play, excuse me. So I don't know if it was a push in the back. That seems like it came in that area. Coach Drock is pretty demonstrative on the Wilkes sideline with the officials. And the officials are talking things over here. 4:49 to go, second quarter, 20-14. Misericordia leads Wilkes. And here's the call. Holding against the Cougars.
On the receiving team during the kick.
During the kick.
10-yard penalty will be enforced at the end of the kick. First down.
10-yard penalty from the spot that the ball stopped at. So from the wherever they gave him the 24, the 23, that should be down to the 13, I believe. No, excuse me, they were only going to give him the 10, the 20, so it's going to be moved back to the 10.
Cougars will have the ball first and 10 from their own 10.
4:49 to go here, second quarter. Misericordia with the football with 90 yards to go. Right to left as we see it. 2 receivers near side, 1 at the top. Brady Williams out of the gun. Here's the inside give. This is going to be Dallas running off the left side, trying to get the edge, and he's hit. Fink able to come up and help with the stop there, as it was, looked like Wilkes, the initial hit and pressure was provided by Weber.
Got a few yards, second down, and less than 7.
I think that was Dallas that picks up 4 yards. So makes it 2nd and 6. Just inside the 15-yard line. Dallas goes out in motion. Williams just going to try to keep it and run with it himself. And he's hit close to the 20-yard line, down at the 19, a pickup of close to 5.
Williams keeps Pat Rickey on the tackle. Be just shy of the first down, third.
Ricky on the stop, and now that brings up 3rd and 1 for the Cougars here. 3:45 to go. They lead 20-14 over Wilkes. All 3 timeouts remain for both teams. Shotgun again. One to the top, one to the near side. Inside give. Vleck hit right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got there. Needs the 20. And maybe second effort he might have it. I don't know.
By the interior line of the Colonels.
I think that's a first down. Yep, that's what the official is saying.
First down.
So the 1-yard run for Vleck gives them a first down, and now it's 1st and 10 for Misericordia from their own 20-yard line. 3:14 to go. Clock continues to move. Williams with Dallas next to him out of the shotgun. 3 to the top. Tight end left side. Brady Williams awaits the snap. Going to be an inside give to Dallas, who's hit by Bud Moyer. Combines on the stop there with Amari Peterson right at the line of scrimmage.
Dallas on the carry. Moyer on the tackle.
About a half a yard gain, look in the yard.
Second down and almost 10.
So 2nd and a long 9 coming here for Misericordia. One receiver near side, 3 to the top. Shotgun again for Brady Williams. Back goes Brady, quick pass, near side, it's complete to Gillison, makes the man miss, and Gillison down the sideline, tripped up around the 40. Amari Peterson tried to make the stop, Gillison shook him, and he has a first down. Out to the 40 after a 19-yard pickup. So here's a quick pass to the outs. This one complete to Isaiah Williams, trying to get downfield on the quick out pass from the 40 to the 43. It looks like a 3-yard pickup.
Second and 6.
So 2nd and 6 coming here. Is they're actually going to give him 4 yards on the play. Rolling Brady Williams to his left side. Now steps in the pocket. Has time. Floats this one downfield for Isaiah Williams, and it's broken up, incomplete. Good defense there.
Back there covered.
Looked like it was Chang that broke that one up.
Make that Chang, number 36.
So an incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 6 from their own 44-yard line for Misericordia. Still have all 3 timeouts, 1:22 to go. They lead 20-14. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. They bring a man in motion. That's Josh Dieter. Brady Williams looks to his right, comes back to his left. High ball, and it's incomplete. It was tipped high. He was trying to get it to Isaiah Williams on the screen. It was knocked up into the air. Wilkes had a shot at it. It looked like just missing it with Weber, but he couldn't come down with it. And it's an incomplete pass. And a drive stalls out for Misericordia at their own 44-yard line. It started from their own 10. So now it's laying on to punt away here. 4th and 6 from their own 44. 1:17 to go. Cadis stands at his own 15-yard line. Wilkes will have all 3 timeouts remaining with a little over a minute to do something here. He's calling a fair catch as Cadis right at his own 18-yard line with 1:11.
The 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Colonels.
So the Colonels on the ball from their own 19, all 3 timeouts remaining. They do get the ball to start the second half as well.
Should be our ball at our own 19.
And we'll see what Wilkes can do here. They scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, but then they missed a field goal on their last possession, fumbled on the next one, and were forced to punt away the last time they had the football. They've got 2 receivers near side, one at the top, shotgun for Jose Tabora. 1st and 10 from his own 19-yard line. Back he goes, looks to his left side. It's complete to Nelson, and Nelson wrapped up and thrown out of bounds. The 22-yard line, a 3-yard pickup.
At the Wilkes 22.
Nelson on the reception, gain of 3, second and 7.
Clock stops at 1:04 as he gets out of bounds.
It was like really close to being across the 45.
Shotgun again. Back goes Tabora. Steps up, looks to his left side. It's complete to Nelson again, who tiptoes the sideline out of bounds right at the 35 with a 13-yard pickup. So complete there. First and 10 from their own 35. Shotgun again with 59 seconds to go for Tabora. Back he goes. Looks quickly to the near side, complete to Stieber. Stieber avoids one defender, trying to get the outside. Did he come back up with it? No! I think Misericordia has it. And that's the call. The Cougars recover on the Wilkes 40. Recovery there. Jason Anderson. So Anderson comes up with it. After the 4-yard completion to Stieber, who tried to turn it into something more.
That one over there was impossible to see. And the one was in a pile. Stupid. You get better as you keep going. You're right there. You know that.
So with 50 seconds to go, Misericordia on the Wilkes 39-yard line. Williams looks to his right, going to step up into the pocket. He's wrapped up as he crosses the line of scrimmage and down around the 38. And I think Misericordia is going to use their first timeout.
Timeout of the field, Cougars.
Misericordia, this is their first timeout of the first half.
So the 1-yard run there for Brady Williams. That's the second fumble and second turnover of the game for Wilkes. Gives Misericordia the ball in Wilkes territory, the 38-yard line.
So simple.
It's been back and forth, but another turnover for Wilkes. And Misericordia now has the ball on the Wilkes 38. Second and 9, 43 seconds to go. They lead 20-14. They've been pretty prolific offensively when they can hang on to the football. Brady Williams a 14-yard touchdown run on a 10-play, 63-yard drive. They had a quick score. Brady Williams a 58-yard touchdown pass to Isaiah Williams, and then on their second possession, they threw a 38-yard touchdown pass. Williams to Gillison right down the middle of the field. So it's Dieter and Kelly to the top of the formation. Near side, it's Gillison and Williams in the slot. 4 receivers set, 2x2. Shotgun, second and 9 for Brady Williams. Gets the snap, looks to his right, looking to his right now, has to get flushed out of the pocket. He fumbles the football, and Wilkes is on top of it. Trollinger knocked it free, and the Colonels pick it up at their own 48-yard line. Pat Rickey is the one that recovers it. Trollinger knocked it free, and the Colonels get it back on the 10-yard loss there on the sack. Man, both teams just trailing it back and forth. Nobody wants to do anything in the second quarter.
Right there. At the Wilkes 48.
So now, with 36 seconds to go, from their own 48-yard line, Wilkes has all 3 timeouts remaining. They trail 20-14. Shotgun, 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Tight end right side is Jordan Jones. Tabora waiting for the snap. Back he goes. Pressure up the middle from Misericordia. Deep ball has his man, and he can't come up with it. Overthrew Stieber, just out of his reach. Had Stieber, but it was kind of heat-seeking the ground there, a little too far out in front, not enough air underneath it, and Stieber couldn't catch up to it. Second and 10, 30 seconds to go, second quarter. Clock stops. They break the huddle with 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun once again, it's Jordan Jones, the tight end to the right. Tabora with Taragna next to him. Back he goes. Four-man rush from Misericordia. Throws this one out to the left side. This time he has Stieber, who catches it right at the 30-yard line of Misericordia.
30-yard line.
That's a 22-yard pickup.
Timeout.
And a timeout is taken by Wilkes.
Timeout, Wilkes. This is their first timeout.
Their first timeout with 24 seconds to go here. They got the ball on the Misericordia 30-yard line. So the 22-yard completion picks up the first down for the Colonels. And now Wilkes, using their timeout, they got 2 remaining, 24 seconds to go. They trail 20-14. Ball's on the far side, left to right for Wilkes, far side hash on the Misericordia 30-yard line. They've had 3 possessions this quarter. 2 have ended in fumbles, 1 in a punt. But now with the ball on the Misericordia 30-yard line, and remember, Wilkes gets the ball back to start the third quarter. This is a huge for the Colonels.
7.
So they break the huddle. From the sideline does Wilkes with 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top. It's Nelson. Jones, tight end left side. Tabora with Taragna next to him, 1st and 10 from the Misericordia 38 on line, 24 seconds to go. Tabora gets the snap. Back he goes. Looks to his right. Steps up into the pocket. Runs out of time. Now has to get out to his left. Throws it off to the sideline. Complete to Nelson, who goes up high to grab that one and falls out of bounds at the 21. A 9-yard pickup. Clock stops at 18 seconds. Nelson's 6th catch for 75 yards in this game. 2nd and 1. From the 21-yard line. Again, the clock stopped at 18 seconds. They're still on that far side hash, left side, moving left to right as we see it. Stieber, near side, Yannick in the slot. Isolation is Nelson to the top of the formation. Tabora, back, looking left side again. Pressure coming off the left edge. Has Nelson. It's complete inside the 10. Nelson's brought down close to the 6, and the clock stops momentarily. And I think that's a 15-yard pickup to the 6-yard line, and there is a timeout coming here. Colonels call their 2nd timeout.
Where's this guy? Looks like
Yeah.
So 15-yard pickup.
And then was there a quarterback carry in there?
6.
Wilkes has the first down. They're into the red zone inside the 10, down at the 6-yard line. They use another timeout. There's 11 seconds on the clock. Nelson, 7 catches for 90 yards already. Stieber, 6 catches for 96 yards. Stieber in the top 10, actually the top 5 in the conference in numbers of receptions. Colonels, 1st and goal from the 6. They trail 20-14. Trying to punch it in here. They still have a timeout remaining. 11 seconds to go. Ball on the far side hash. Tabora, 1st and 10 from the Misericordia 6. So they've got some time to play with that timeout. 2 to the top, 2 to the near side. Taragna to his left. Tabora looking for the quick hitter to the left side. Nothing. Has to roll to his right. Now floats this one towards the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds with 4 seconds on the clock. And a flag came out. Is it defensive? I think this might be defensive holding. With 4 seconds left, so the officials will talk this over here. Because the line judge pointed towards the defenders when he was signaling to the lead official here. So it's 1st and goal from the 6.
Number 5. After this is the call. Still first down.
So it's a 3-yard penalty against Misericordia. So that puts it at the 3. There's only 4 seconds remaining, though, and I think that's going to force Wilkes to bring out Despirito. There's not enough time. So it moves it a little closer. The ball is on the left hash for the right-footed kicker. A 20-yard field goal. Here for Despirito. Nelson to hold. Here's the snap. Hold down. Kick up. Perfect. That one's through. Despirito puts it through, and that's the end of the half.
Halftime score, Cougars 20 and the Colonels 17.
entertaining half for both of these teams. 20-17 is the score. Misericordia on top of Wilkes. It's been a good matchup between the Cougars and the Colonels. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more at halftime. Stick around with us. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and on GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoc for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tires, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com. Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So welcome back to Schmidt Stadium here at the Ralston Athletic Complex. It's halftime, 20-17 the score. It's Misericordia in front of Wilkes here on the Wilkes Football Network, the John Mendola Show Network, and GoWilkesU.com. I'm Tom Ferguson, and joining me now, the new women's basketball coach, the 14th head coach in the history of the program, Tara Machako, joining us here. Coach Machako, appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Now, you're familiar, obviously, with the area, growing up in Dunmore, going to Dunmore High School. You spent 14 seasons at Marywood, and what was it about Wilkes that kind of drew you to the program and was kind of that opportunity that you couldn't pass up?
Well, I actually started my coaching career here as an assistant coach, 17 years ago, and was here for 3 years. I worked at the admissions office, so I was very familiar with the academic programs,
right.
the athletic reputation, support that's here for the athletics department. So I think that attracted me to come back here. I really enjoyed my time here. The people were great here. But I also think that being able to be a full-time coach. I was an administrator for the last 10 years at Marywood. Very thankful for my time there, but now I get to do it this full-time. So I think that and the challenge ahead is very exciting for me.
Yeah, and obviously you kind of found yourself very busy with what was going on at Marywood. 14 seasons there, 10 of which you hit 13-plus wins. All of this at a school in Marywood that they didn't have a ton of athletic success, I think, before that. What was that like? How much work did you have to put in to kind of build that program the way you did?
I think going out and finding the right players to fit your type of system, and it took a couple years to figure out what that exactly was going to be.
Right.
But I think we built a program that was based on defense and hard work and commitment to the program, and I think once we found that, we found a very, very good connection in the local area to get some talent there that helped build the program up. I had a great staff that surrounded me.
Right.
One has come with me now. So I think really just finding those kids that fit with your values.
Right.
And that's what we hope to do here as well, and start to kind of kind of build on that.
Right, and that's a similar situation here at Wilkes. You know, there hasn't been a postseason run for these teams for the women's team since 1997. They got a young team with some talent coming off a couple lean years in a row here. Where do you kind of start with this Wilkes team? What was kind of the first thing that you wanted to change once you got the head coaching position?
I think really trying to establish the culture and what we're going to build our program around, and that again is defense and hard work. And I think it's things that go unnoticed on the stat sheet. You're talking about we're going to get after loose balls. We're going to get in the gym and we're going to defend you, and we're going to scout teams so we know it. We're very, very prepared on the defensive end of the floor. I think kind of blue collar type approach, and I think they have that. And from having played against Wilkes in the past and having watched them play, they have that in place. And now it's just kind of putting people in the right position to try and take care of the offensive end.
Transitioning from the CSAC to the MAC Freedom Conference, we know some of the great programs that are here. What is that transition going to be like? What are you expecting with this move to the MAC?
Luckily, I'm very familiar with a lot of the teams. I haven't played them, but I think it's a much tougher conference. I think getting this year kind of becoming more familiar with all of the teams and doing a little bit more scout. I've watched some film over the summer to get more familiar with that. But I'm excited. I think it's a great conference. I think it's a conference that we could win in, and I'm excited for that challenge ahead.
You know, I look around, not even just the conference, but some of the local schools around it. There's a lot of great coaches, a lot of young coaches too. Coach Hads Michaelis at Kings, Coach Ryan up at Misericordia, Coach Trevor Woodruff, what he's doing at the University of Scranton, Coach Holkel taking over at Marywood. Does having that kind of competition, especially so close to you in NEPA, does that obviously up your game a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've the last 14 years we were able to build some great rivalries at Marywood, and I think there already are some good rivalries here. But I'm looking forward to like a new change, and I know Kings and Misericordia are going to be two local rivals, and that's going to be really fun and exciting to be able to play them twice as opposed to once every year. So, yeah, I think locally it's great for this area.
Well, I feel like there's just a lot more passion the last few years about women's basketball and girls basketball here in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and I think all the programs have had success. Hodge has done a great job at Kings. Jason came into Misericordia and did a great job. Trevor taking over the program at Spit, and I think the success of all those programs has really helped build up that reputation and really build on the rivalry.
Yeah, and then you look at the local. I just feel like there's a lot of local high school talent here as well in NEPA. A lot of which went to Wilkes, a lot of which you got at Marywood. There just seems to be that. How does that kind of help you locally and that passion, that talent that's around here?
It's going to be interesting because we've had a lot of success with the Scranton area recruiting wise. So I kind of have to get a little bit more familiar with this Luzerne County. But I think it's great. I think the student athletes have an opportunity to stay in their backyard and be able to play local and be able to have their families come and see them play every weekend, which is awesome. I know we have a good group right now. As a local group. So.
Right. Yeah. A lot of good players from the area, but like you mentioned, Luzerne County and Lackawanna County on that Wilkes team. What's that like for you to be able to kind of apply your trade and do that in your own backyard?
Well, I think having the background with my father, having been a high school coach in the area, I've been familiar with a lot of these programs just from going to his games as well. We've got 3 Nanticoke players. We have two Northwest area players, 2 Holy Cross players on our roster alone. So I think it's pretty cool that the fan support is going to be there because you know that you have local kids on your team, and it's exciting to be able to say we're all from this area and we're all doing it here in Northeastern Pennsylvania.
How helpful has kind of the athletic staff and Coach Metz been for you in your transition?
It has been unbelievable. Everybody here is so supportive of everything you're trying to do, and it's nice because they want to see all the teams be successful. Everybody's out supporting each other. You see a lot of the other teams here today at the football game supporting them. I think it's a really great environment, and everybody's been very, very supportive.
Now, how antsy are you to get the season started?
We have about 23 days, I think. So
who's counting, right?
Yeah. No. This is the hardest part at a Division III school. You know, we have those first 6 weeks where we can't do anything. So you're sitting around, kind of listening to what you hear about the players doing things on their own. So it's frustrating because you can't wait to get out there, but. When we get out there, I'm ready to get to work.
One of the things locally I like that they've started to do with the local colleges is that cross-county challenge where they put Scranton and Marywood and Wilkes and Kings and kind of make them play each other. What do you think that's done for all 4 of those schools kind of in building that local rivalry?
I think it's helped build awareness of the programs. Having all 4 of them play at the same facility twice, back-to-back nights, I think it's really helped with getting the community support. And then the other rivalries, obviously, you get to sit and watch the other two teams play. You get to scout them. It's a little bit more of a challenge now. Now I'm just flipping counties, so it's going to be interesting on the other side of it now. So.
Right, and having to go up against the U and obviously Marywood, and then getting ready for Kings twice in the regular season. I mean, like you said, you coached here for a couple of years. What is that rivalry like, Wilkes and Kings, especially on the basketball court?
Well, it's an interesting one for us now because I coached Hodge for 4 years, so it'll be even a little bit more of a rivalry. You know, we've played once a year when I was at Marywood, but now that she's a player, and now she's probably the biggest rival we'll have in Kings, and that's what I'm hearing at least. So, so we'll see. But it's exciting. It's exciting also to be able to see her as a former player be on the other side of it now and be doing so well with her coaching.
Now, it's strange for us to be here because we're two Dunmore High School grads standing here talking about Wilkes athletics and whatnot. I mean, I've been really impressed too with what Dunmore High School has done. You know, since Ross Machaca went to Scranton Prep, they bring in Ben O'Brien. There's so much to live up to with what he's done there, and Ben O'Brien's they've performed very, very well, winning district championships left and right, getting in the state tournament. Is that a point of pride for you to see that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done a great job. He's had some good players come through there that he's coached. It was interesting the first day that my dad took the prep job. The game was at Dunmore, so we were sitting on the other side.
Right.
It was like this. I don't know if I could get used to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's done a great job. And I had Alexa Gershman on my staff at Marywood, and I don't know how familiar with her it was, but she's a very, very big Dunmore pride girl. We used to bust her all the time about the Bucks, and she's I mean, it's like you're from Dunmore, so you have that pride all the time, and you remember where you came from.
Exactly, and again, that just speaks to the talent level, because I think as Dunmore got better, you saw teams like Holy Cross improve a lot. You see a team down here like Holy Redeemer, the way they've been able to play basketball. Nanticoke has been great the last few years. Like we've talked about, there's a lot of good talent both in Lackawanna County and Luzerne County.
Yeah. You think of all the schools that complain about UConn women's basketball and what they're doing to the game of basketball. What they're doing is they're making other teams have to play up to their level of competition. And I think that Dunmore, Bishop Hogan, when they were a school, there was always a rivalry there. I think those teams have really helped build up the level of competition and had teams kind of have to step up their game a little bit and do some more scouting and do some more preparing for games. So, and it's making the game a lot more interesting.
I think UConn helps. I think Notre Dame hitting the last second shot too. That probably helps at the end.
2 in a row. It made it exciting.
Oh, that makes it a little more exciting. Coach, we appreciate your time coming out with us at halftime. Good luck the rest of the season. We'll see you down the road. And we're going to take a break. We'll have more here at halftime. Wilkes recording at 20-17 the score. We'll have more for you. Stick around. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and on GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carolyn Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carolyn Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carolyn Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers, grades, and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoc for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tires, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
Welcome back to Wilkes football coverage on the John Mendola Show Network and on GoWilkesU.com. I'm Tom Ferguson. A couple of halftime updates to give for you, at least scores-wise, here in the MAC. What's happening with the other teams in action? Lebanon Valley, the only team on the bye this week. Lycoming 27-21 over FDU Florham. There's 5:23 to go in that game. FDU trying to get the ball back. It looks like there's a 2nd and 3 for Lyco at their own 10-yard line. And FDU trying to get the ball back in that one, trying to keep their undefeated season rolling on at least for another week. Del Valle goes to 3-1, a 41-10 win over Alvernia at home. So Delaware Valley takes that one. It was 42-0 at halftime. Widener on top of Albright, a surprising matchup of teams that don't have any wins between the Pride and the Lions, but 42-0 the score there. Widener on top, so trying to bounce back from their loss last week. And Stevenson leads Kings 21-7 that game at halftime right now. So the Mustangs on top of the Monarchs in that one. Meanwhile, here it's been pretty even, pretty back and forth between these two teams. Misericordia 250 yards of total offense, Wilkes 240 yards of total offense. The Colonels running for 45 yards. They've thrown for 195. Misericordia's run for 81. They've thrown for 169. I mean, both teams' first downs are pretty even. Wilkes with 11. Misericordia with 9. Fumbles have been an issue for both teams. 2 fumbles apiece, giving the ball back and forth to each other. Misericordia slight edge in time of possession at 16 minutes and 18 seconds to 13 minutes and 42 seconds. Third down has been good for Misericordia, 4 of 6. Wilkes is 3 of 5 so far. Wilkes has been a little better in the red zone, 3 of 4. Coming into this, they had struggled a little bit in the red zone once they get down there. As a team, the Colonels were around 71% with 6 touchdowns and 14 tries. So they've got 8 touchdowns in 18 tries or so. So they continue to struggle to finish those drives once they get down there. A couple individual stats for you. 13 of 18 for Jose Tabora, 155 yards. He's been sacked twice. Jason Wiley's got 40 yards rushing and a touchdown for Wilkes as well. Derek Nelson, 7 catches, 90 yards. Jeff Stieber, 6 catches for 95 yards for the Colonels. Trollinger's had a great game so far. 4 solo tackles, 4.5 total tackles, a sack, and 3 tackles for loss in this game. Bud Moyer coming up with 6 tackles as well. He's played well for his team. Andrew Chang, a couple solo tackles, doing his thing. Meanwhile, for Misericordia, Brady Williams, 34 yards rushing on 8 carries and a touchdown. He's 10 of 12, been very efficient, 169 yards and 2 scores. Sam Gillison, 6 catches, 78 touchdown. Isaiah Williams, 2 catches for 62 yards and a score. Meanwhile, Mick Yeager, 3 solo tackles, 3.5 complete tackles. Beck with a tackle for loss. Orzel with a sack. Skids has a solo tackles, a couple assists as well. It started pretty good for Wilkes. They're able to force a punt. They get the ball. They go right down the field. They find their way in the end zone. 3 plays. Jason Wiley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And from there, the scoring went up and down the field as Misericordia got the ball back, and they scored in 5 plays, a 38-yard touchdown pass. Gillison from Brady Williams to make it 7-6. They missed the extra point. Wilkes, Jose Tabora comes right back down, scores on a 1-yard run, 86 yards, makes it 14-6, but then Misericordia able to jump out in front as Isaiah Williams catches a 58-yard pass from Brady Williams. Just 2 plays in 50 seconds that drive took. 14-13 they trailed. Then Misericordia took the lead with 6:37 to go, capping an 11-play, 67-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 58 seconds off the clock to make it 20-14. Both teams traded possessions back and forth for a little bit before Alex DeSpirito, before time kind of waned off the clock there, knocked down a 20-yard field goal. It's 20-17. The Colonels trail by 3, and that's where we stand right now in this matchup. Wilkes going to get the football to start the second half. They've been moving the ball well. Can they find a way to hang on to it and finish off their drives? That's going to be the big one here from Schmidt Stadium. Don't forget, we'll come back to you on the John Mendola Show Network next week at Alvernia. That's where Wilkes' next game is, and then they're home on October 6th versus Albright before they take a Friday night road trip out to FDU Florham on October 12th. We'll have all those games for you here on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com. Misericordia coming off that 36-35 win over Widener, obviously here at Wilkes this afternoon. They're back home against Castleton State on September 29th, and then home against Alvernia, again a new program in the MAC, before they go out to Lebanon Valley on October 13th for their next couple games for Coach Mark Ross and company. In his 7th season, the first coach at the helm. Misericordia University coach John Drock, his first season at the helm for Wilkes. Spent 11 years as the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach at Hobart, where they won 6 Liberty League championships, appeared in the NCAA 7 times. So he's pretty used to a winning culture up there, and that's what he's trying to bring to Wilkes. They trail 20-17. They get the ball back to start the second half. We'll be back with that. You're listening to Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network. WilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokach for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokach State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokach State Farm.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
So welcome back to Schmidt Stadium here at the Ralston Athletic Complex as we get ready for second half action between the Colonels and the Cougars on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com. It will be Misericordia kicking off to Wilkes. Dinacenti's got the ball on the 35-yard line. Looks like it's Fink back to receive with Cadis. As remember, Washington got hurt on the last kickoff return for the Colonels. Here's the end-over-end line drive kick taken by Fink around his own 4-yard line. He runs out to the left side across the 15, now across the 20. Fink trying to break a tackle, and he does. Fink is free across the 30. That's the kind of play he can bring in the kickoff team. Out to the 39. 38 to the 39 is where they're going to mark him.
First and 10 for Wilkes.
So nice return there for Devin Fink, the senior. Wilkes gets the ball on their own 39-yard line, far hash. So 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun for Tabora. Wiley, sidecar to his left. Back goes Tabora, quick pass near side Yannick. Yannick on the wide receiver screen, able to get across the 45 before he's pulled out of bounds around the 47-yard line. On the stop was Garrett Murray, the junior from Dunmore.
Yannick gets 8 yards.
A lot of Dunmore flying around here. That's an 8-yard pickup. That's the first completion, believe it or not, to Yannick. Don't know if he's been targeted a couple times. That's the first time he's caught a pass. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Now they bring a man in motion. It is Yannick. Nelson isolation right side. Tabora handoff. Wiley running off the right side. Cuts upfield across the 50. Has a first down. Into Misericordia territory.
They'll get into Cougar territory.
About 6 yards on the pickup.
They'll spot it at the 47-yard line. First and 10.
So Wiley moving the ball well there. So first and 10 from the 47-yard line of Misericordia, left to right for Wilkes. Into Cougar territory for the first time this half already. 2 receivers, 1 to either side. Bit of a pistol look. Tight end sidecar to Tabora. Back he goes on play action. Kicks it out wide, and it's caught. This time by Juan Salas Negron. He gets the first down inside the 35.
Good enough for another Colonel first down.
That's about a 13-yard pickup or so to the 34-yard line.
Ball spot at the 34-yard line.
So good looking start here to this drive for Wilkes, moving the ball well. Turn to the near side, one at the top, shotgun again for Tabora. Wiley to his right. Looks like that's Bryce Harrison, the tight end to the right side. They're going to pitch it, and it's going to be Wiley, jumps up, able to get across the 30 down to the 26, and now a flag comes in late.
Flag comes in late.
The official holding called against Vincent Rogers, the sophomore offensive lineman. So that's going to back Wilkes up from the 34-yard line. They're going to mark it from the line of scrimmage. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Will back about to the 44-yard line.
So that negates what was a first down run, it looked like. And instead pushes Wilkes back to the Misericordia 44-yard line, makes it 1st and 20. 12:48 to go, third quarter, to the near side. I formation. Looks like that's Rossi, the fullback, behind Tabora. Play action, Tabora rolls to his right, stays in the pocket, now dumps it out to Wiley, open on the left side. First down down the sideline, a ton more before he's pushed out of bounds inside the 15.
Wiley out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes.
So from the 44, they get all the way down to about the 12, it looks like. So a pickup of 32.
Spotted at the 12.
32-yard completion.
Do we have any candy or gum or something like that? Watermelon? I'll get that.
Another first down, and now into the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Under 12 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pitch it to Wiley, running off the left side. Good wall in front of him. Dives forward across the 10. Knocked down around the 9.
Wiley stopped on that.
3 yards on the pickup. So from the 9-yard line, ball on the far side hash, left to right for Wilkes. They trail 20-17, 11:30 to go third quarter. They've got a 2nd and 7. Wilkes breaks the huddle. Yannick isolation right side. It's an I formation, double tight. Rossi, the fullback, Wiley dots the I. Tabora under center. Waits for the snap and lost it on the center exchange, and Tabora just jumps on top of it at the 10. A loss of about a yard. So Wilkes with another fumble, but this time they jump on top of it. They lose about 2 actually on the play, back to the 11-yard line. Makes it 3rd and 9. Colonel's trying not to stall out in the red zone again here. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun. Tabora with Wiley to his left. Nelson, Yannick, and Stieber to his right. Ermias to his left are the receivers. Tabora gets it. Back he goes. Looks to his right. Quick pass out to Stieber. Caught inside the 5. Trying to get inside the goal line. I think he's down near the 1.
Stieber complete. He has on the coverage.
That is a 10-yard pickup.
It's going to be good enough for a 1st and goal for the Colonels.
To Stieber as he goes over 100 yards receiving for today. And now it's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for Wilkes. The ball on the near side hash. Wiley dots the I. Lashinsky, the fullback in front of him. Single receiver to the top. Wiley dives over the line and touchdown Wilkes. Wiley, his 2nd touchdown of the game. An 8-play drive ends in the 1-yard touchdown. So a good-looking drive there from Wilkes. They take about 5 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock. So on to kick the extra point is Despirito. Here it is, it's up, and it's through. The Colonels retake the lead, 24-20. The Colonels on top, 9:44 to go. And the officials, there's a flag out. And they're going to talk things over here. So it went through with 9:44 to go. The officials threw a flag on the extra point, and I think we're going to get the call here from the crew. Personal foul
53.
Against Misericordia.
A 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Misericordia called for a personal foul, and Coach Mark Ross wants to hear about that one. They'll put it on the kickoff. 9:44 to go third quarter, 24-20. Colonels on top of the Cougars. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoc for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
So Wilkes scores, and on the 15-yard penalty, they get to kick off from the 50-yard line. That was the 6th penalty called against Misericordia for 53 yards. So now the Colonels will kick from the 50. What's Cutteroff going to do here? Puts his foot to this one. I think he's just going to try to kick it into the end zone. That's where it goes, and Misericordia will kneel on it and get the ball out of the 25. So the Cougars start with their first possession of the third quarter with 9:44 to go here. From their own 25-yard line after the touchback. So Misericordia was moving the ball well, but they were forced to punt on their second-to-last possession. Then they got the ball on the Wilkes 39-yard line and were sacked and fumbled the football. That allowed Wilkes to go down the field and kick a field goal as time expired in the first half. They've got a single receiver near side, 2 to the top for Brady Williams, moving right to left for the Cougars. Cromwell stands left next to him. Now they're going to pitch it on the end around, try to get Isaiah Williams into space as he gets out across the 30, trying to stretch the field. I think that's going to make it second and about 5, as I think they're going to give him the 30-yard line.
Second down and 5 here for the Cougars.
Two to the top, one to the near side. Brady Williams with Cromwell next to him. 4 down lineman for Wilkes. Fakes the inside give, rolls out to his right. Isaiah Williams wide open, ton of space. First down across his own 40-yard line. Down the sideline near midfield. There is a flag, it looks like, as he gets into Wilkes territory. A flag in the back, far side of the field near the secondary. So we'll see. The officials talking things over here. And I don't know, this one looks like it's coming back.
The stats aren't going to count, right?
Did someone step out of bounds and come back in? The officials are going to tell us what it is now. Pass interference.
Number 9, 15-yard penalty.
Called against Dieter, who really wasn't even involved. But Dieter picks up the pass interference. That's a 15-yard penalty. So instead of from the 30, now they're at the 15-yard line. And second and 5 becomes second and 20 for Misericordia here. That is their 7th penalty of the game. 3 to the top. Tight end, left side. Brady Williams gets the snap. Little low. He's going to hand it off. This is Cromwell trying to run off that left side. He's hit from behind and pushed out of bounds by Bud Moyer.
Cromwell driven out of bounds by Moyer.
Pickup of around 3, it looks like, to the 18-yard line for Cromwell. And that brings up 3rd and 17. 2 to the near side, 2 to the top. Shotgun again for Brady Williams with Cromwell to his left. Back he goes. He's going to run it on the keeper. Makes one guy miss. Trollinger, but can't get by. Tarantelli on the stop. Looked like it was Lucas Wood in there. Able to make the hit as well. A pickup of 4 to the 22-yard line. And the penalty kills the Misericordia drive. They're going to have to punt away. So back is Lynn to punt. Cadis stands inside his own 40-yard line. 24-20, Wilkes leads, and just get this one off this lane. It's a high, spiraling punt. Cadis has to back up and catches it around his own 38 with 7:36 to go here in the third quarter.
Fair catch at the 37-yard line. That's what the Colonels went first.
So Wilkes will take over from their own 37-yard line with 7:36 to go here in the third. And they lead 24-20. Now this is going to be a big possession for both these teams. Can the Colonels keep moving the ball the way they have, but they have to hang on to it. Harrison, tight end to the right. Actually more of a wing look. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Wiley side call right to Tabora. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Inside give to Wiley off the left side, and he's free up the middle. Wiley trying to split 2 defenders inside the 40, inside the 30, and taken down inside the 25-yard line.
Busting that into Cougar territory, down around the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 Colonels.
Give him 40 yards completely to the 23-yard line. Good pickup there from Wiley. Found some space up the middle. Used that acceleration to get to the second level, and now it's 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Handoff, Wiley running off the right side this time. Buries his head inside the 20.
Wiley in the carry. Back there for
a pickup of around 3 on the play for Wiley.
We'll give him 3, second down and 7.
Colonel's running players on and off here. Looks like Justin Dean, the junior tight end, is out there now. He's the tight end to the right. Salas Negron, isolation near side. Stieber, isolation left. Double tight set. Shotgun. Tarognan next to Tabora. Back goes Tabora. Rolling to his right. Now looking downfield. Going to tuck and run. And don't know if he got anything. He might have lost a yard on the run.
We're back up to Colonels about a yard. 3rd and 8.
He's been bottled up pretty good. Has Tabora. He really hasn't had a ton of space to run. And now that brings up a critical 3rd down for Wilkes. 3rd and about 8 from the 21-yard line. They need the 13. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. They're in Misericordia territory. 5:45 to go. They lead 24-20. Ball in the near side hash. Salas Negron, slot to the left. Now we're going to pitch it to Nelson running off the edge. Nelson tripped up as he crosses the 20. And I think he's going to be well short. Looked like it was Stephen Cushing on the stop.
Nelson tripped up by Cushing.
Maybe to the 18-yard line. So a pickup of around 3 for Nelson. So Wilkes can't convert, and instead Getting a workout to Spirito, a 35-yard field goal attempt. Ball in the left hash. Gets this one up to the right-footed kicker. And he can't get that one through. He misses to the left side. Spirito having a tough day. So Wilkes struggling in the kicking game here. Now with 4:57 to go, third quarter. Misericordia takes over from their own 20-yard line. So the Cougars survive a 3-and-out and allowing Wilkes to drive down the field. After a big 40-yard run, the Colonels can't convert. Now Misericordia takes over from their own 20-yard line, trailing by 4, 24-20. Two to the near side, one to the top. Wilkes showing some pressure on the edges. Back goes Brady Williams. He's under that duress, now trying to get away from it. Steps up into the pocket, throws it as he gets taken down, and it's incomplete. They had him. I think that was Michael Murphy that was providing that pressure. Looked like it was Pat Rickey back there as well, and then a flag comes out. A flag well after the play. Is it intentional grounding? That's the question here. Did he get outside the tackle box as he was running to his right? He didn't really throw it to anybody in particular. And the officials are going to talk about this here. The officials still talking. And there's two separate conversations of officials happening right here. 4:50 to go. The clock is stopped momentarily.
It's not age.
And they're waving off the flag. Which probably makes it, that's the right call. That makes sense. So 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Two to the near side, two to the top. In the slot near side, Clayton Kelly. Dieter, deep man near side. Gillison and Williams to the top. They bring Williams in motion. He's in the slot, the near side. 4 receivers set. Brady Williams, hand off. Cromwell running off that left side. He's tripped up right at the line of scrimmage and knocked down at the 22. A 2-yard pickup there.
Montague in there on the stop. 3rd down and 8.
Montague on the stop. That brings up 3rd and 8 from the 22-yard line. 28-10, Stevenson over Kings. 8:11 to go, third quarter. Lyco has defeated FDU 27-21, so FDU's first loss of the year. Brady Williams back, rolls to his right, throws it to the flat. Isaiah Williams, the catch, dives for the first down marker. I think he's right there. Some pushing and shoving on the sideline, no flags. It looks like it should be a first down. Is it enough? And yes, it is.
Good enough for a Cougar first down.
First down completion, Isaiah Williams for 8 yards. Just his 3rd catch of the game. Shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff, no keeper for Brady Williams, who's wrapped up and thrown forward for a yard. I think Colt Jesmer was in on that stop.
Williams on the keep, tackled by Jesmer and Boyer.
2 yards for Brady Williams. They kept him under wraps pretty good. 10 carries for 40 yards. 2nd and 8. 4 down lineman for Wilkes. Shotgun again. Brady back. Steps up. Williams lets this one go down the sideline. Has Gillison. It's caught. He beat Peterson. Gillison. Touchdown, Misericordia. From the 32, their own 32-yard line, they go 68 yards to the house. What a great throw from Brady Williams. 68 yards on that pitch and catch. Here's the kick. It's good. And we got ourselves a game. 27-24 is the score with 3:07 to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tire, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
10, that game heading into the fourth.
So 27-24 is the score in this back and forth contest
In the third, 48-0.
between Misericordia and Wilkes. Here on the Wilkes Football Network, John Mendola Show Network, and GoWilkesU.com. Squid kick up the middle of the field, taken by Wiley, one of the up men around the 27-yard line before he goes down at the 35.
Wiley up to the 35, and the return first and 10, Colonels.
3 minutes to go here in the third. So this game's been wild. Back and forth, 27-24. Misericordia trying to win 2 games in a season for the first time in school history. Wilkes 1-2, trying to get back to 500 after a great performance, but coming up empty against Delaware Valley last week. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun formation for Tabora. First and 10 from his own 35-yard line with 3 minutes to play third quarter. Quick pass to the outside, complete to Yannick. Gets a block from his tight end, across the 40, gets across the 50. Yannick breaking tackles and thrown out of bounds inside Misericordia territory. But not before picking up 21 yards.
Territory ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. Make that the 44-yard line. First and 10 girls.
So good looking run there on the quick out pass.
He's been listening to me to make fun of me all these times.
21 yards on the completion. First and 10 from the Misericordia 44-yard line for the Colonels. Left to right. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. It's Jordan Jones, the tight end, to the right here. Tabora rolling to his left out of the shotgun. Passes it back to Jordan Jones. Gets across the Misericordia 45, down inside the 40, where he's tackled at the 38. They ran a little bit of a tight end screen. They ran one way, came back the other way, and they pick up close to 6 yards.
Jones kept on the stop.
How do I now? I know.
Second down and 4.
So maybe that's what it's going to have to be, just a duel between Tabora and Brady Williams. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Tabora 241 yards passing so far. Shotgun. Inside give, this is Wiley. Covers up from the 38 to the 36. They might get him the 35. Either way, it's going to be third down. 3rd and 2 as they give him the 36-yard line. So here comes a big third down for Wilkes. They were 4 of 7 before here. 3rd and 2 from the Misericordia 36-yard line. They need the 34. 1:12 to go third quarter. 3 to the top, 2 to the near side. Empty backfield. Empty gun with Tabora. He awaits Marcin Cabbage's snap. Got 3 seconds on the play clock, gets it, looks to his right, he's going to run to his left. Tabora trying to get the edge, he's got it, first down, a lot more inside the 30, Tabora out of bounds, inside the 20-yard line.
Down the sideline he goes, Colonel first down.
The first time he's really gotten loose, and he picks up 16 yards. So they get the third down, they get another first down, and now they're at the 20-yard line. I got them at 19 first downs in this game. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top, shotgun for Jose Tabora. to his left. It looks like that's Bryce Harrison, wing left. This should be the last play of the third quarter. Tabora inside give to Wiley. Cuts back up the field. He's hit. Looked like by John Pearson as he gets near the 15-yard line.
John Pearson on the tackle.
Down around the 16, so a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
And that will put a stop to the end of the third quarter. We've got a good one on hand. 27-24. Misericordia is on top of Wilkes. Fourth quarter on the way. You're listening to Wilkes Football on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokach for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokach State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokach State Farm.
Sweet last name, Tronkowski.
So we're back.
Play Tron.
2nd and 6 from the Misericordia 16-yard line. Wilkes now moving right to left into the red zone. 3 to the top, 2 to the near side. It's an empty gun for Jose Tabora. His team trailing 27-24. Back he goes. 4-man rush for Misericordia. Floats it to the corner. A little high and incomplete. Was intended for Yannick in coverage back there. It looked like that was Nick Yeager that had a shot at it, but was a little out high over his outstretched arms. So now that brings up 3rd down. Wilkes 5 of 8. 3rd and 6. 3 to the top, 1 to the near side. Tabora with Wiley sidecar to his left. 4 down linemen, some pressure being shown up the middle from Misericordia. They bring that pressure. Back goes Tabora, floats it to the corner of the end zone, has his receiver. Is it caught? Waiting, touchdown, yes! Yannick on the catch. A perfectly thrown ball to the corner of the end zone. A 16-yard touchdown pass. A huge play there. With 14:48 to go here in the fourth quarter, the kick is up and good. And Wilkes gets the touchdown.
14:48 to go, quarter number 4, Colonels 31, Cougars 27.
So the Colonels take the lead in this back and forth game, 31-27 with 14:48 to go. So 3 minutes and 12 seconds on that drive. 7 plays. And it goes 65 yards. And it ends in a touchdown pass from Jose Tabora to Nick Yannick. Tabora now with a touchdown pass. He's also run for a touchdown in this game. The Colonels able to convert on 3rd down there. On a big 3rd down. And now they lead. 31-27. This game has been really back and forth between these two teams from the start. Kotoroff has the ball on the 35-yard line. Back to receive. Clayton Kelly and Nick Yeager. They were with their own 10. Yeager picks it up at his 4. Now across the 10, the 15, the 20, up the middle of the field, trying to cut to the left side. He's knocked out, down I should say, around the 26. Then I give him the 27-yard line. with 14:41 to go.
Return.
It's at the...
Cougars will have a 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 27.
So that's where Misericordia will take over. Brady Williams, 3 touchdown passes on the day, has a touchdown run as well. He's been every bit as good as advertised. Last one was a 68-yard touchdown pass to Sam Gillison. Play action. Brady Williams throws it out into the flat. It's complete to Vleck across the 30, down across the 35. Looks like he's got a 1st down out to the 38-yard line. So good little play there.
And Roy over there on the stop. But the Cougars will have a 1st down.
They got marked right at the 39, so it's a 12-yard pickup. First down for Misericordia. It's a shotgun here. That was the first completion to Vleck. One to the near side, 2 to the top, wing left. 1st and 10 from his own 39-yard line. It's a little draw play with Dallas and nowhere to go. Wilkes swallows him up, maybe the 40-yard line there. Looked like it was Warner and Moyer combining on the stop.
Yeah, that's one of them.
A yard for Dallas.
Moyer and Warner in there. 2nd down and 9.
13:40 to go. 4th quarter action here. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Wilkes leads 31-27 over Misericordia. The Cougars with the football on the own 40-yard line. Now looking to a quick pass, and it's incomplete, intended for Gillison.
The pass is incomplete, intended for Gillison. 3rd down and 9.
Makes it 3rd and 9 now. Misericordia hovering around 50% of a 4 of 8 on 3rd down. And now here comes the big one. Ball on the 40, they need their own 49-yard line. The Wilkes fans trying to get loud here. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun with Dallas to his right is Brady Williams. Tight end to the left. Brady back, looking to his right, now looks to his left, and there's some duress, trying to get away. Tarantelli brings him down eventually. Dane Tarantelli on the stop. He was being blocked, and he got his hands around it and threw Brady Williams backwards all the way to the 30-yard line. A 9-yard loss on the play.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line, 4th down.
They have really bottled up Brady Williams well in this game in terms of his running ability. So the loss forces a punt, a huge defensive stand for the Colonels here. 4th and forever for Misericordia. Low snap, they get this one away to Lynn. High knuckler of a kick that bounces over some defenders, takes a good Cougar bounce, and is down at the 27-yard line for Wilkes. Solid punt there from Lynn.
That is the 27-yard line.
Wilkes takes over their own 27 with 12:26 to play.
For the 4th quarter, Stevenson 28 and the Monarchs of Kings 17.
Kings trying to stage a comeback. They trail 28-17. You might have heard that announced. 13:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Widener bouncing back as that game hits the 4th quarter, 48-0 over Albright. So Widener, after getting upset by Misericordia last week, bouncing back nicely against the Lions. A matchup of 2 surprising winless teams. Tabora out of the pistol. Wiley behind him. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Now they switch to a shotgun. Wiley sidecar left. Tabora gets it, handoff, and it's fumbled by Wiley. He didn't have it. Did Misericordia jump back on top of it? They did. The Cougars recover. A huge play. Oh no. Michael Conway is the one that comes up with it. That is the 3rd turnover and the 3rd fumble because of a turnover from Wilkes in this game. And now Misericordia takes over on the Wilkes 27-yard line. This is their best field position. They've been in Wilkes territory. They started on the 39, but then they fumbled away. They're on the 27 now. 1st and 10 for Misericordia. New life for Brady Williams in the offense. Fakes the run. Steps back in the pocket. Looks to his right. Tries to get it to his man. It's knocked down. Had his man Gillison, but in defense there was Najir Woods. Woods breaks it up.
Najir Woods on the breakup.
So they almost got Wilkes to bite on the run, but Woods stepped in front of Gillison and knocked it down. So Misericordia went for the home run right away. 2nd and 10 from the 27. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Wing right. Cromwell next to Brady Williams. Handoff. Cromwell up the middle into the teeth of the defense. Breaks the first line of defense and pushes his way forward down at the 21-yard line. A 6-yard run there for Cromwell.
Third down for the Cougars.
Third down now, 3rd and 4. 4 of 9. Misericordia on 3rd downs. Brady Williams trying to get Wilkes to jump. Now he looks back and gets the call from the sideline. They've got 2 receivers to the top, and Dieter and Williams. Gillison receiver near side. Brady Williams with Cromwell to his right out of the shotgun. Going to be a keeper for Brady Williams on the RPO. He's across the 15. He's got a 1st down, and he stood up at the 14-yard line, and then a late hit going to come out. Flags fly from everywhere. I think Woods is going to get called for the foul here after Brady Williams got to what looks to be the 13-yard line. So we'll see what it is here. He got to the 13, and now the official.
Personal foul, 14 defense. After this goal, 1st down.
Woods called for the penalty, which is going to move the ball inside the 10-yard line. It's half the distance from the 13.
Yes.
So Woods pushed Brady Williams late on that play. That was the call. And it's going to go pretty much to the 6-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 6. 1st and goal.
That's a 7-yard penalty called against Wilkes, just the 5th. But now it's 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for Misericordia. Williams picked up the 1st down on that play. Cromwell to his right out of the shotgun. Williams just going to run this up the middle, able to get away, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Misericordia with 11:06 to play.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Brady Williams with his 5th touchdown of the game, his 2nd rushing touchdown. So Misericordia takes advantage of another Colonel turnover. And Dinacente puts this one through. And it's 34-31. The Cougars lead the Colonels.
7-5, quarter number 4. Cougars 34, Colonel 31.
That possession took a minute and 15 seconds, was 4 plays from 27 yards out, and it ends in a 6-yard touchdown run for Brady Williams. 11:05 to go. Brady Williams, 14 of 19, 262 yards, 3 touchdowns. Run for 46 yards and 2 scores. It's been back and forth all day between these two teams. 4 fumbles for Wilkes, 3 of them have been recovered by Misericordia, turned into turnovers.
A lot of stop and go driving with all these kids.
So now the Colonels get the ball back. Squib kick, bounces up the middle, picked up by one of the up men around the 30-yard line and out across the 40, down near the 43. So this has turned into a nice little rivalry between these two schools.
Acker on the return.
Jeremiah Acker was the one with the football. The freshman out of There's Pocono High School nearby in Moscow.
We'll spot this at the 43-yard line.
So Wilkes takes over from their own 43. With 10:59 to go. This is a position, I think, if you're Coach Strock, you wouldn't mind your team taking some time off as long as they're hanging on to the football, moving the chains, and scoring a touchdown. Like to see them use up a drive that eats clock as long as it ends in points. Tabora looking for the quick pass to the outside. Throws it up to Stuber. He forced it. It's intercepted. The Cougars pick it off on the far side sideline, and it's returned inside Wilkes territory, inside the 35 near the 31. Yeager on the interception. Tabora had Nelson, but tried to go up top to Stuber, and it got picked. That is the fourth turnover of the game for the Colonels, and now Misericordia takes over again in Wilkes territory, this time at the 32-yard line. With 10:48 to go in this game, and now an opportunity for Misericordia to stretch the lead a little here. They lead 34-31. Shotgun for Brady Williams, 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. The Wilkes defense needs to answer. Handoff, Cromwell right up the middle. Wood in on the stop. Murphy on the stop there, along with Moyer. From the 32 to the 28, that's a 4-yard pickup.
Less than 6.
Need a stop here if you're Wilkes. Need something to bounce your way. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Misericordia gets the call from the sideline. 34-31, they lead, 10:13 to go. Brady Williams, Cromwell to his left. Gets the ball, handoff, Cromwell again. This time he bludgeons his way forward to the 25. A pickup of about 3. A lot of hard yards for Cromwell in this game. That's his 11th carry. Makes it 3rd and 2. Or 3rd and 3, it looks like. Just inside the 25-yard line. Shotgun again. 2 to the near side. Now they're going to bring Washington, Isaiah Washington, in motion to the top of the formation. 2 receivers set. Handoff, no, keeper, Brady Williams. Williams on the carry. It was Isaiah Williams they brought to the top. Williams going to pick up about 4 yards to the 21-yard line.
Going to be a foul for the Cougars. Injury timeout.
So the 4-yard run there for Brady Williams picks up another first down. And Trollinger was the one that was down. But they'll take him off. He seems to be all right. Wilkes with 4 turnovers in this game, 3 fumbles, 1 interception. They fumbled the ball 4 times. 3 of them have been recovered by Misericordia. This Cougar defense seemed to be giving up a lot of yards, but they are opportunistic. And that was a big play for Yeager to step right in front of that pass. Again, it looked like Tabora had the short pass, but wanted to force it downfield to Stever on the sideline, and Yeager jumped in front. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line of Wilkes. Left to right for Misericordia, 9:09 to play. They lead 34-31. Snap, handoff. It's going to be Cromwell running up the middle of the field, down inside near the 18-yard line. So into the red zone go the Cougars here.
Coming up from the bottom of that pile. 2nd down and less than 7.
3-yard run there for Cromwell. Misericordia running some tempo. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Brady Williams with Gillison in isolation to his left. Awaits the snap. It looks like it's Woods on Gillison, and now Misericordia will look back. They've got 12 seconds on the play clock with 8:30 to go here. Ball on the 18-yard line. 2nd and 7. Handoff. Cromwell running off that right side on the RPO, and he's picked up the ball, pop free! Wilkes trying to jump on top of it, and one official saying they were down. I think they're saying Cromwell was down near the 15-yard line. could have been huge. It was a 3-yard pickup instead. Almost a huge turnover. Instead, it brings up 3rd and 4 here. 12th third down attempt for Misericordia. 7:49 to go. One near side, 2 to the top. Shotgun once again. Williams with Cromwell to his right. Awaits the snap. Back he goes. Looks quickly to his right, trying to get it to his receiver, and Woods is going to get called for pass interference. He got tripped up with Gillison. They were tied up with each other, and as Gillison started to break away, Woods got his feet tangled with him, and I think that's going to be the pass interference call here. And he's going to give a first down to Misericordia. So the officials, I think they're talking, just trying to make sure they know where the ball's going to be from the 15-yard line. And now we'll get the word. Defensive holding. So either way, it's a first down for Misericordia. And goes from the 15 to the 7, I would think. The official's trying to spot it. Yeah, they'll spot it right at the 7-yard line. So now it's 1st and goal, Misericordia. From around the 7, it's going to be Brady Williams trying to keep it, and he's going to get inside the 5. Maybe right at the 5.
Williams on the key.
Pickup of around 3 or so.
Wood on the tackle. 2nd down at the 5-yard line.
So 2nd and goal from the 5. 7:08 to go here. 2 to the top. Shotgun again. They've been using the tight end a lot out there. Anthony Schur. He's seen a lot of action today. Now he moves wing left. Williams gonna hand it off. Cromwell trying. No, excuse me. It was Williams keeping it, and he dives forward. He's inside. Little deception there. Down to the 2. A 3-yard pickup. And now a big 3rd down coming here. Williams up to 16 carries. 3rd and 2. 3rd and goal, really, from the 2-yard line. 2 to the top. Now they bring a man in motion. Isaiah Williams. Isolation near side. Gillison isolation to the top. Shotgun again. Brady Williams going to keep it. A run right up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Misericordia. Brady Williams again into the end zone. His 3rd rushing touchdown, 6th total touchdown he's had in this game. Low snap, and it's off the upright to the left and no good. It's the 9-point game, 40-31.
So 6:05 to go.
So there's still a chance here for Wilkes. They can get a quick touchdown, get a stop, and they can win the game in the field goal with it being a 9-point game. They got to hang on to the football. That's the important part here. So Brady Williams completes about a 4-minute, 43-second drive. It started at the Wilkes 32-yard line. They methodically moved the ball down the field, didn't put the ball in the air, and ended on the 8th play with a 2-yard touchdown for Brady Williams. 40-31, Misericordia on top of Wilkes. The Colonels need to make something happen offensively here. So Dinocenti puts the ball on the 35-yard line. Fink and Cadis remain at their own 10. Here comes the kick. End over end, down the middle, bounces in front of Fink. He picks it up at his own 15-yard line. Devin Fink trying to make people miss. Now gets across the 30. A flag comes out. It might be holding, which is going to push Wilkes backwards. So now the officials will talk things over. 5:58 to go in this game. Wilkes trails 40-31.
During the return, illegal block in the back.
Illegal block in the back.
20 on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty against Wilkes. Now that moves the ball back to the 15-yard line with 5:58 to go. This is the 13th possession for Wilkes in this game. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Shotgun from their own 15. Rolling, Tabora throws it out to the sideline. It's complete to Stieber. Stieber across the 20 and knocked out of bounds near the 21-yard line, it looks like. 6-yard pickup.
Second down and just less than 4.
So 6-yard pickup on the play. Wilkes running a little tempo. Tabora going to throw it, this time down the middle, has Yannick who makes the catch. Hank, no. Yeah, he caught it. Yannick pulls it down at the 46-yard line. So he picks that one up about 20 yards downfield, 21 yards downfield to Yannick. Back goes Tabora again. This time throws it over the middle, complete again to Yannick. Into Misericordia territory. It's about a 9-yard pickup, I think. Actually, no, it's a 10-yard pickup where they mark it.
Chain gang is the move for the Colonel.
And back goes Tabora again. Wilkes really moving fast, goes high, and Stieber is upended. It's incomplete. And now the clock stops with 5:07 to go here in the fourth quarter.
I don't think he was going to catch it anyway.
So incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10 from the Misericordia 43-yard line. Wilkes moving the ball well. Got to move it quickly here. Tabora breaks the huddle. Taragna next to him, to his right. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. 2nd and 10 from the Misericordia 43. 4-man rush. Tabora throws it to the sideline. It's high and it's incomplete, intended for Stieber. And now Wilkes with 5 minutes to go, facing a 3rd and 10 from the Cougar 43-yard line. They go 3 receivers to the short side of the field. Nelson isolation near side. 3rd and 10. Back goes Tabora. Steps up into the pocket. Now has to run with it. Tabora got the first down inside the 30 and down inside the 25.
Keeps it a little deeper into Cougar territory.
Looks like an 18-yard pickup for Tabora on that play. And quickly, Wilkes moves to the line. Shotgun for Tabora. Back he goes. Looking to the corner. Got it complete. Knocked out of bounds to Yannick.
Inside the 5-yard line.
Another first down. So from the 25, they go to the 5. A 20-yard pickup. First and goal from the 5-yard line, and everybody was moving. Did they get a timeout in? With 4:31 to go here. Misericordia calls a timeout.
Timeout, Misericordia. This is their first timeout.
So a timeout for Misericordia there. Moving the ball, Tabora able to pick up the 3rd down on an 18-yard run and then passed for 20 yards. to get inside at the 5. So Wilkes trails 40-31.
No, it doesn't matter. There's coaches on that side.
4:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. First and goal from the 5. 2 timeouts remaining for Misericordia as they take their first here. Other scores 61-0. Widener on top of Albright. 5:28 to go in that game. Stevenson 35-17 over Kings. 5:48 to go in that game. So both teams moving the ball. Tabora 25 of 34, 326 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Just 8 rushes for 28 yards and a touchdown. They've kept him in check. Stieber, 8 catches, 111 yards. Yannick, 6 catches, 101 yards. He's got the touchdown catch. And now Wilkes a first and goal from the 5. 23 first downs in this game for the Colonels. Shotgun, 2 to the top, 2 to the near side. First and goal from the 5. 4:31 to go in this game. Tabora, the 8th play of the drive. Back he goes, looking for the quick pass. Gets it in. Touchdown, easy. Stieber. A 5-yard touchdown pass. Tabora to Stieber, the second touchdown pass of the game. And the Colonels creep a little closer. With 4:26 to go, 40-37. So they're going to kick the extra point with Cutter off here. High snap, they get it down. The kick is up, and it's good.
4:26 left in the ball game.
So there's, I think it was a minute 32 came off the clock on that possession. Started on their own 15-yard line. They go right down the field in 8 plays to score on that 5-yard touchdown pass. And now Misericordia gets the ball. With 4:26, Wilkes has all 3 timeouts remaining. The Colonels have not made it easy on Coach Drock early this season. Overtime win at Lebanon Valley, 4-point loss at home to Hartwick. Had a tough game on the road last week against a ranked team in Delaware Valley, a game they controlled a lot of. And now a back-and-forth shootout with Misericordia. So what will the Colonels do here? Misericordia's got their hands team out there, and they stand 10 yards away from the football. Cutteroff's got this ball on the 35-yard line. Back deep, it looks like it's Clayton Kelly standing inside his own 15-yard line. Cutteroff with the ball. Runs up to it, and he's going to boot it. End-over-end kick. Kelly trying to catch this one. He does at his own 10. Now the sideline at the 20, and out of bounds around the 22-yard line.
Yep, return by 4, out of bounds.
So Wilkes doesn't do the onside. They instead boot it downfield. They still got time here and hope the defense can make a play. Looks like they're going to mark this. Oh, they said he stepped out at the 17. Or the 16-yard line, excuse me.
Oh, that's way back there. Did you see that?
No, that's where we had it.
So Misericordia, I guess he stepped out at the 16-yard line with 4:23 to go. So that's about a 10-yard difference from where we thought they might have the football. So 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Some pressure from the Colonels up the middle. They're going to run it with Cromwell, it looks like, and I don't think he's going to get much further than the 18. So maybe a 2-yard gain. Coach Drock runs out there quickly to call a timeout.
Well, on the carry. Stacked up. Near the line of scrimmage. Second down. Timeout on the field.
So Wilkes wants a timeout. They'll take one with them. They trail 40-38 with 4:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back here listening to Wilkes Football, the John Mendola Show Network, and GoWilkesU.com.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tires, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
So welcome back. Schmidt Stadium, the Ralston Athletic Complex, overcast but cool. First day of fall. Good day for football between Misericordia and Wilkes. Cougars with the football, 2nd and 8 from their own 18-yard line. Left to right moving. 4:16 to go here, fourth quarter. They bring a man in motions to tight end. Brady Williams, inside give once again to Cromwell. Runs off the right side. He looks like he got wrapped up by Weber. Actually, that was Bud Moyer and Weber, I think, combining on the stop. And he'll get out to the 23. So it's a 5-yard pickup there.
Their second timeout of the second half.
And now Wilkes calls another timeout. Now here's a big third down. 3rd and about 3. They're on the 18. They need the 21-yard, they're on the 23. They need the 26. So big third down coming here. Misericordia can get this. Wilkes just used their second timeout. Only one remaining. Misericordia gets this first down. They can take a lot of time off the clock here. State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokach for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokach State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock or call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokach State Farm. Big third down for the Cougars. They're 6 of 12. 2 to the near side, 1 to the top. Shotgun. Williams back, looking to his left, lofts it, has his man, and it's complete! Gillison over top, Peterson trying to catch him, Gillison running away, touchdown, Misericordia! A back-breaking home run from their own 23-yard line, and a flag came out late.
77-yard touchdown strike from Williams to Gillian. There's a flag on the field.
77 yards on the completion.
After the play.
And here's the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Called against Gillison for his celebration. So 3 plays. 84 yards.
15 yards assessed on the extra point. So you're going to put it in now.
So was that 27 seconds is all it took. Misericordia able to take advantage. They're actually going to put it on the extra point here. Now this is interesting. So it's going to force Dinocenti to kick from his own 25, a 35-yard extra point right down the middle here, 46-38. Puts this one up, and it's good. So it makes what was an 8-point game into a 9-point game again at 47-38. Unbelievable. Brady Williams, what a game. A 77-yard touchdown pass. To give Misericordia a 9-point advantage. Brady 15 of 20 for 339 yards and 4 scores. Don't forget he's run for 3 scores as well. Gillison, what a game he's having. 8 catches, 223 yards, and 2 touchdowns, or 3 touchdowns, excuse me. Misericordia, 474 yards of offense. Wilkes is 506 yards. Both teams moving the ball. So Dinocenti got the ball on the 45-yard line in this back and forth game. 47-38, long kick. Fink just going to let this one bounce into the end zone. Cadis going to try to chase it down. It is a touchback. Wilkes takes over from their own 25-yard line. 3:56 to go in this game. 47-38 is the score. Up and down the field this game has been, pretty much from the jump. And the Cougars have taken advantage of 4 turnovers from Wilkes. 3 fumbles and an interception. Tabora, 1 timeout remaining for Wilkes, 3:56 to go. They got to play some hurry up. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Taradna to his left. Tabora out of the gun. Back he goes. Looking downfield. Tabora steps up into the pocket. Doesn't have anything. Rolls out to his right. Throws it down the sideline. It's high and it's incomplete. Intended for Yannick.
Tabora's pass. Off the mark. 2nd and 10.
Looking to get it to Yannick was a little too high and kind of put it in the same spot where he got picked before. Lucky to not do the same thing there. 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Clock stops at 3:48. Stieber, isolation. He's to the top. Juan Salas-Negron in the slide. It's actually isolation with Nelson near side. Right to left for Wilkes from their own 25-yard line. Taradna next to Tabora. Back he goes. Weird snap, able to step up into the pocket. Now he's hit, and down he goes. Back at the 20-yard line. Combining on the stop, looks like it was Grasso in there. Along with Keppel on the 4-yard loss for Tabora. And here's the game right here for Wilkes. Back goes Tabora. Looks, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right, now floats it down the sideline. Stieber trying to go high, he can't. It's incomplete. Skids was there defending it. And now it brings up 4th down. And Wilkes, surprisingly, hasn't gone for it on 4th down at all today. And now they've got 4th and 14 from their own 21-yard line. The Colonels, with 3:15 to go in this game, trailing by 9 at 47-38. Need to try to finish this thing off. Need to try to find a way to stay alive, I should say. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. Back goes Tabora. Steps up in the pocket again. Looking, nothing there. Under duress. Rolls out to his right. Tabora looking down the field. Floats it down the field. Trying to get his man. It's complete inside the Misericordia 35-yard line to Yannick for a first down at the 34.
It's going to be a first down for the Colonels at the 34-yard line.
That's a 45-yard completion. A huge play and a first down pickup. And now looking deep. Has his man Nelson left side. Touchdown Wilkes. No flags. Colonels into the end zone. This game just won't stop. From the 34-yard line, another touchdown for Tabora, this time to Nelson, his 8th catch of the game. And now Cutoff on to kick the extra point. It's 47-44. High snap, they get the kick up. Cutoff puts it through. 47-45, Misericordia in front with 2:45 to go. But here's the problem for Wilkes. They only have 1 timeout remaining. What a couple of plays here. So Yannick makes the catch, his 7th of the game, on 4th and forever. To convert a long 4th down, and then Nelson catches the 34-yard touchdown strike. And it's 47-45. Tabora 28 of 39 for 410 yards.
It's 48, not 94.
Let me just see who's out here. This is going to be their hands.
So here we go. Hands team out for Misericordia, and it's Despirio on the kick. So this might mean Wilkes is going to try to onside this thing.
28. 4's deep if he tries to poop.
Looks like Kelly is back to receive. He stands at his own 20. And I think Wilkes is onside of this. Here comes Despirio. Bounces it, and it's caught by Grasso at the Wilkes 46-yard line. Hands team did their job for Misericordia. The Cougars have a short field on the Wilkes side here. 47-45 in the shootout between the Cougars and the Colonels. 2:45 to go. Ball on the Wilkes 46-yard line. They made a turnover in the worst way. Two receivers to the top for Brady Williams. One receiver, Gillison, who he's hooked up with 3 times for touchdowns. Isolation near side with Najee Woods. 1st and 10 from the 46. Shotgun formation. Williams, handoff. Cromwell trying to run off the left side. He's swallowed up by the Wilkes defense. And Wilkes is going to call a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
After what looks to be from the 46 to the 43, a 3-yard pickup for Cromwell. So Wilkes burns their timeout. Brings up 2nd and 7. With 2:39 to go in this game, trailing by 2. Let's get you some updates from what's happening elsewhere. Final score 69-0. Widener over Albright. Stevenson knocks off Kings 38-17. Delaware Valley was a 41-10 winner earlier this afternoon over Alvernia. And Lycoming knocks FDU from the ranks of the unbeatens 27-21. 47-45. Misericordia the lead over Wilkes Colonels. The Cougars trying to move to 2-0 in conference play for the first time in school history. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side. It's a shotgun formation for Brady Williams. 2nd and 7 from the Wilkes 43-yard line. Wilkes does not have any timeouts remaining with 2:39 to go. It's going to be a run for Brady Williams up the middle. Williams, first down, inside Colonel territory, down to the 27. 16 yards.
16 yards.
And now the Cougars can milk the clock. Wilkes has to try to get a turnover here. 2:20 to go in this game. Two to the top, 1 to the near side. Tight end right. Brady Williams is going to take his time here with Cromwell to his right. 47-45. Misericordia on top of Wilkes as we approach the 2-minute spot here in the 4th quarter. Handoff, Cromwell running off the middle, now trying to get to the outside. Williams, or Bud Moyer is the one that makes the stop inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of about 2. Clock continues to move. 1:40 to go. There's about 24 seconds on the play clock. There's a 12-second differential from where it is, so it's at 1:30. It's at 18 seconds on the play clock. 2 to the top, 1 to the near side.
3rd down will be victory formation.
Shotgun again for Brady Williams. 1:20 to go. He's waiting. He's got 7 seconds, now 5 seconds on the play clock. Brady Williams going to keep it. Quarterback keeper running up the middle, and he's close to the first down marker. He might have it.
Williams.
A pickup of around 7 for Williams there. Makes it 3rd and short. 51 seconds on the clock. Misericordia is going to have to run at least one more play. But it doesn't matter now as we approach 40 seconds to play here. Shotgun again. Kelly to the near side. 2 receivers to the top for Brady Williams. Gets the snap. Trying to run with it himself, and down he just goes. I don't think he got anything on that play. No gain. But the clock continues to run. It's well under the 25 seconds on the play clock. 15 seconds to play, and Misericordia, the school from the back mountain, comes down and wins their 2nd game in a season for the first time in school history, and also for school history. The Cougars are 2-0 in the MAC, 47-45. Misericordia takes it in a wild shootout over the Wilkes Colonels. A tight game here at Schmidt Stadium. Defense optional, and it was the Cougars who come away with a win on the road. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com. The final score, 47-45. Misericordia over Wilkes. You're listening to Wilkes Football. on the John Mendola Show Network and GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's and the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new Takeaway Kitchen today.
State Farm offers discounts to young drivers for good grades and a positive driving record. Call Frank Sorokoc for more information about these discounts and other ways to reduce the insurance costs for young drivers. Like a good neighbor, Frank Sorokoc State Farm's office is there. Check out their new location at 186 East Tioga Street in Tunkhannock. Call 570-836-4000 for Frank Sorokoc State Farm.
Celebrating 90 years, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers has been there for generations of families for the highest quality in tire, service, and scheduled maintenance. With over 50 locations along the East Coast, our family is growing with yours. We are one of the top independent retailer dealers in the United States. You can visit us at any of our service centers at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Service your vehicle with a family you can trust. Make your family a part of the next generation of McCarthy Tire. Visit us on the web at mccarthytire.com.
So we're wrapping things up here at Schmidt Stadium, Ralston Athletic Complex on the campus of Wilkes University. The final score of the Wilkes Football Network, 47-45. It was Misericordia on top of the Colonels in a back-and-forth game that saw both teams amass over 500 yards of total offense. Wilkes 581 yards to the 501 piled up by Misericordia, but 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and an interception ended Wilkes' drives. A couple of them, they got the ball back, but a few of them Misericordia was able to capitalize on, move the ball down the field, and come away with a win. 339 yards passing for the Cougars. Wilkes finishes with 450 yards through the air, but rushing yards Misericordia 162 to 131. This was a game, again, that offensively Wilkes controlled, but when they lost control of the football, Misericordia was able to jump on top of it. Wilkes also missed 2 field goals. They just didn't, again, have drives that finished the way they wanted to. Some of the individual stats to get to you. Jose Tabora, great once again, 28-39. 3 touchdowns and an interception for 410 yards through the air. Nick Yannick, a great game, 7 catches, 146 yards and a touchdown. Derek Nelson, 9 catches, 127 yards and a touchdown. 9 catches for Jeff Stieber, 116 yards and a score as well. So 3 players with 7+ catches. Jason Wiley finishes with 100 yards on the ground, 15 carries, 2 scores. Tabora, 24 yards rushing with a touchdown as well. But 2 fumbles from Wiley, 2 of them lost. Stieber fumbled the ball as well, trying to stretch a play, and that was really the difference, at least offensively, for Wilkes. 2 missed field goals from DeSpirito in this game that didn't help the Colonel offense. Bud Moyer finishes with 17 tackles to lead everybody. Surprise, surprise again there. Trollinger had a great game, so 3 tackles for loss in this game, 7 tackles total. Lucas Wood finishes with 10 tackles for Wilkes as well. Meanwhile, for Misericordia, Brady Williams was every bit as good as advertised. 15 of 20, 339 yards, 4 touchdown passes. Brady Williams also ran for 78 yards on 20 carries for 3 scores as well. He had a hand in all 7 touchdowns in this game for Misericordia. Isaiah Williams, 4 catches for 75 yards in a score. Sam Gillison, 8 catches, 223 yards receiving. That's a 27.9 average, had a 77-yard touchdown, 3 scores in the victory for Misericordia, 47-45 the final. The Cougars, as I said in the broadcast, the 2nd win in a season. The first time in school history that's happened, and the first time in school history that Misericordia is 2-0 in MAC play. They're going to be at the top of the standings, which I think is going to be a weird thing for a lot of teams to see across the MAC. So Misericordia moves on. They'll take Castleton State on next week at home. Meanwhile, for us here with Wilkes, they drop to 1-3, 0-2 in conference. They go to Alvernia next weekend, September 29th. I think they're playing that game at the Redding's Fightin' Phil's Stadium there. as the Clash in Baseball Town. I think they're dubbing that one with Alvernia. That game, 1 o'clock. You can hear that here on the John Mendola Show Network, and of course, GoWilkesU.com. And then they're home against Albright October 6th. Of course, we'll have that game for you here as well throughout our coverage of Wilkes University football. Positive steps for Wilkes University, at the same time, some mistakes. Costly mistakes cost them a game at home, 47-45, the final to Misericordia. Thanks so much for listening. We'll be back next week with Wilkes football right here on the John Mendola Show Network and on GoWilkesU.com.
Are you craving that homemade taste? Head over to our Carol and Janelle's in the new Takeaway Kitchen located on Main Street in Old Forge for over 50 years. When family and friends are looking to get away to dinner, head to the new Takeaway Kitchen at our Carol and Janelle's. As authentic as it gets. Eat in or pick up. Mouth-watering red and white pizza. Delicious pasta dishes. Scrumptious desserts. When family and friends come in, the best in your hospitality comes out. Head to Old Forge and visit our Carol and Janelle's, where you can eat in or pick up at the new